In the first game today, she went 1 for 3 with a homer and an RBI. Madison Love is from New Bloomfield, Missouri. We're ready for game number 2. Just a few minutes early. Usually it would be at 3 o'clock, but I think we're about ready to get started. And the first pitch, ball 1, 1-0 now. And looks like Molly Chevalier is on deck. One ball, no strikes. Ground ball right to Madison Love. Underhands the throw, and there's out number 1. Chevalier in the first game of the doubleheader went 0 for 2. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Just underway. 0-1 to count. The 0-1 misses that one. 1-1. Home plate umpire is Doug Harvey at first base, and in the field is Vic Voltaggio. Looks like Blair Shanks is on deck. Get out of here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. I wasn't even looking like 3-1 the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. He said 1-1-1. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. 3-2 the count. Quentin Norris in the catbird seat. Glad to have you with it. Of course, Central Methodist is right now scheduled to play Baker in a doubleheader, but weather permitting. Strike 3, call. 2 outs now. And here is Blair Shanks. Blair Shanks, the team's leading hitter at the start of the telecast, went 1 for 3 with a double. The first pitch, strike, 0-1 now. One balls and 1 strike, 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, 0-2 now. No. 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. 2-2 now. And it looks like on deck is Leanne Sinilis. 3 ball, so 2-2 now. Getting some instructions from Madison White and Jordan Jenkins. Not only that, but with the dogs. Her dog. You know her. Yeah. I can post it on. 2-2 now. Oh, nice stop there. 3-2 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With the dog. 3-2 now. Watch it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Low ground ball. White. Throw the first. In time for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one let off. We head to the bottom of the 1st. No score on CMUEagles.com. Looks like we'll go ahead and set the defense there for. It looks like it'll be the same as it was. It looks like that's Kylie Hayes out in left. Center fielder is Leanne Blair Shanks. Out in right field, looks like it's Abby Pressgrove. At 3rd base, that's Leanne Sinalis, and at shortstop, probably Molly Chevalier. 2nd base, Adley Sheffield, and at 1st base, I think it's Madison Zuccaro. And looks like today's catcher looks like Megan Muddas. And today's starting pitcher there, looks like that's Abby Pressgrove, today's starting pitcher for Benedictine. 4-2, 2.28 yards, 7 walks, and 24 strikeouts. So we're getting ready to start as Kalina Oates is the batter. Kalina Oates went 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Of course, had a great visit with her family. And also her parents came from Kansas City. Went to Staley High School. And also, I also know one of the students. Her name is Haley Moorhead, who is a state swimmer. And her mother, Terry Harris, and I were in school at Slater. Went to Slater together. And it's 1-0 now. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I'm sure Terry is listening in, and I'm sure I'll probably send her a message as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Oh, change up. 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike. Misses there. 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 to count. 3-1 pitch. A little pop up. This could be trouble. Center fielder is there for out number 1. And here's Morgan Willis, the designated player. Willis in the first game went 0 for 2. That's Morgan Willis. She is from Carrollton, Missouri. In times I remember Carrollton, home of the Carrollton Band Day, where a lot of the high school bands used to come there every year. And it's inside, and I'm sure, hopefully later on, may see Clyde, her dad, as well. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to count. 1-0 pitch. A little bit inside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Inside, 2-1 now. 2-1 to count. Two and one now. And a foul ball. 2-2 to count. Two balls and two strikes. 2-2 pitches, a high fly ball in the right field, and it's caught, and there's two outs now. And here's Kelly Gorman. Went 1 for 3 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Had a great visit with her mom and dad. Had a great, they even did a selfie with those three. And the first pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. Oh balls and 1 strike, 0-1 pitch. Lines that one foul, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Oh, nice stop there, and it's 2-2. On deck is Madison Love. Two's across the board. Lines that one foul. That will be error on the looks like a gate worker. The gate. I always say worker. That should be an error on the gate worker. I will tell you that because Joe Garagiola will tell you that on national television. That gets away from the catcher. Here's the throw. She is safe. That'll be a pass ball. There's Madison Love, 12 for 24, 2 homers, 10 RBI. She is from New Bloomfield, Missouri. Also, some of my friends came from New Bloomfield. Justin Glick, Jeremy Sebastian, and Mike Antweiler. And I'm sure all three of them are listening in. As so is millions more on television. 0-1 now. A little excuse me swing over Jonathan Lynch's head there. Or she could do like what Jimmy DeMeritt did on the I Love Lucy show. The old hop, skip, and jump, and then take the shot off the tee. 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2 now. On the Lucy. 1-2 the count. They're playing her straight away. 1-2. 2-2 now. If you remember against Louisiana College on February 23rd, she threw a no-hitter. 2-2 pitch. 3-2. She went from 0-2 to 3-2 with Madison White on deck. Three-two pitch. High pop foul. Let's see where it lands. Boing! 3-2 to count. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Take your base. Man, here's Madison White. Went 0 for 3 in the first game and even scored a run. That was part of that 3-run fourth inning there. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. On deck is number 3, Caitlin Kaiser. The 1-0. Lines that one foul. 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch. Strike. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call, so no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We are through 1. No score. I mean, he's still like that one about the hop skipping. Jimmy DeMere did that on there. He did this hop skipping jumps. Okay. Thank you very much. That's fine. Hey, I have no problem with that as long as I get a score, you know. You know. To this. Lene Sinais in the first game went 0 for 3. Central Methodist baseball 3-0 in the top of the first inning. Down in Evangel. Madison Love kept the word at a 1-2-3 inning. Strike 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. Ball 1-1 now. 1-1 the count. Great crowd on hand. Great visit with the fans. Hopefully we get to play some softball tomorrow. 1 o'clock against Baker. The leadoff main show begins at 12:45. Strike 1-2 now. And it looks like, I think number can't tell who that is. I would like to say, I can't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there's 1 down now. Madison Zakaro. Zakaro went 0 for 3 in the first game of our doubleheader. Strike 0-1 now. Oh and 1 to count. 0-1 now. Strike 0-2. And now you see the coaches want an argument, wants a discussion with Doug Harvey. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Outside 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. How about men's soccer beating up UMKC 1-0? Boy, what an amazing start for the men's soccer team down in Kansas City there. And I think they play again next Saturday down in Oklahoma Wesleyan. 2-2, unless they change it on us. Oh. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. Little foul ball there. 2-2 now. 2-2 to count on Madison Zaccaro. She is from Lubbock, Texas, home of Texas Tech. Of course, the men's team lost to Texas in the first round of the Big 12 tournament there on Thursday. I think. Two balls, two strikes, 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball there. 2-2 now. Yeah, I was thinking. Two balls and two strikes. 2-2 pitch. Little pop foul there. Still 2-2. Just to increase the tension. Just to increase the tension there. Coxon Pump Complex shivering with its concrete foundations. 2-2 to count. One out. Tie of the second. Two pitch. Just outside. 3-2 now. Laying her straight away. If you look ahead to the bottom of the second, you got Kaiser, Hargrove, and Sewell. 3-2 pitch. Ball four, take your base. Abby Presgrove, today's starting pitcher. In the first game today, went 0 for 2, and then, of course, was replaced in the bottom of the sixth inning. Basically trying to get warmed up for the second game. Fouls that one off, 0-1 now. I don't think oh, they're on. Okay. I always thought they were. No, they were. Because they were here. And then they. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Well, thanks. Welcome. Thanks for. Oh, you're welcome. You know it's fun. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss. 0-2. It looks like who's on deck. Looks like number 1, Natalie Sheffield. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Call. 2 outs now. And here's Natalie Sheffield, who went 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Like to say hi to some of the fans just sitting nearby me. 2 outs, runner at first. Ball, 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to count. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball to the first baseman. She will take it herself. 3 unassisted, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second. No score. I bet you like to hear me try to act like Vince Scully. Went 1 for 3 with a single. And it's a strike call, 1-1 now. And scored the third run of the game. That was part of that 3-run fourth inning now, and it's 1-1 now. What was the last? One ball, one strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. 1-2 now. Pat Reardon coaching at third. Jonathan Lynch at first base. Two and two now. Michaela Hargrove on deck. 2-2 pitch. Lines that one. Foul. Now, if that was artificial turf, she probably would have slid into the dugout. Just like the only player I think ever done that was George Brett. Did that in Game 5 of the 1985 World Series. Slid into the third base dugout at Busch Stadium. That was when they didn't have a warning track or a gate. 2-2 pitch. Lines that one foul. And I could still remember my family watching it that night on national television. The only injury George Brett had was a scratch in the eye because he poked. Was a scratch in the eye. Ground ball to short, and in time for out number one. And here's Michaela Hargrove, who went 2 for 3 with a single, homer, and 2 RBIs. Strike, 0-1 now. And on deck is Adelina Sewell. 0-1 pitch. A little bit inside, 1-1 now. Okay. 1-1 in the count. One ball, one strike, 1-1. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 2-1 to count. Little line drive hitting the center field. Center fielder goes back and he makes the catch. How about that? As Mel Allen used to say on This Week in Baseball. As Daly Sewell comes to bat. 529 hitter, no homers, 7 RBIs from Kearney, Missouri. Like I said, my high school coach, Jeff Tevenkamp, when he left Slater, he coached at Kearney. First pitch. Ball one now. One 0 pitch. Fouls that one off. 1-1 now. One pitch. Base hit for Sewell. A clean single to left. And here's Jordan Jenkins. And the first game went 0 for 3. Had a great visit with Jordan. Also, her mother, Renee. He even had a great picture with not only Jordan, Renee, but also her dog. Like a two-base error. That's my guess. I think it's one. That's my guess. And now the umpiring crew wants to talk it over. So runner at third, and now the exclamation. So they're going to award her third. Maybe it's because she got base hit, and then maybe the ball went into the dugout or went out of play and award her third base. So here's Jordan Jenkins up there. So an error, probably on the left field. There's the pitch, and a strike call. 0-1 now. On deck is Kalina Oots. Coach Reardon giving her instructions, always watch out for the catcher. The play's in the dirt. A little bit high, 1-1 now. Because sometimes if you get in the dirt, it could go past the catcher and it could allow Sewell to score. 1 ball, 1 strike, the 1-1. Lines that one foul into, it went into the Benedictine dugout. One and two to count. Little roller foul. Oh, nice job by Pat Reardon, the coach there. One, two to count. A little bit inside. 2 and 2 to count. Twos across the board, like Snoop Dogg used to say on the Joker's Wild. 2 and 2 to count. Runner at third is Sewell. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3 and 2 to count. He was on 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Take your base. And here's Kalina Ooh. She flew out to center field her first time. First and third, 2 outs. First pitch. Ball. Oh, that's a strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the second, no score. First and third, First Central Methodist. 0-1 now. High, 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Playing her toward left. 1-1. Ground ball to the second base and throws over the first for the third out. So no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. We head to the top of the third. No score on CMUEagles.com. first pitch to her. A foul ball, strike. Well, there we go. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike, 0-2 now. Oh, 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-2 now. I think more exciting action in the NAIA men's and women's basketball tournament. Round of 32. I think they started this morning at 11 a.m. Some of the area teams, I think on the men's side, just Benedictine and William Penn. On the women's side in the conference, I think William Penn, also Mid-American Nazarene, and Grandview was already in the round of 32. Probably 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2 now. Two and two. 2-2 pitch. Just a bit high. 3-2 now. Three strikeouts so far for Madison Love. Three-two pitch. Little tapper right to Madison Love. Underhands the throw, and there's out number 1. There's Kylie Hayes up the bat. In the first game of the doubleheader, Kylie Hayes went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch. Ball, 1-0 now. 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 to count. A little time call there. One ball, no strikes, the 1-0. Swing, foul ball, 1-1 now. If you look to the bottom of the third, you got Willis, Gorman, Love. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Slaps out. Oh, nice stop by Jenkins. In time! The human vacuum cleaner! Boy, just like Brooks Robinson did a lot of in the 1970 World Series. Most notably taking hits away from Johnny Bench and Tony Perez. There's Megan Mudhouse. She grounded out to Madison Love. Ground ball, base hit. There's Molly Chevalier, struck out her first time up. On a well, luckily it took a bad out, but at least it did not hit did not do the same thing like they did to Tony Kubek in 1960. That hit Tony Kubek in the throat. Want to know the count? He has all. One ball, no strikes. 1-0. 2-0 now. Madison Love just needs to settle down and talk to the softball and point to the catcher. Point to the catcher. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to count. Strike! 2-1 now. 2-1 now. Two one now. Misses that one. 3-1 now. On deck, Leanne Shanks. What did he say? He's saying like, "Oh, it's on me, Cuba." 3-1 pitch. Fly ball hit well to center. Makes a catch! Oh! How about that? So no runs on one hit, no errors, one left. We head to the bottom of the third. No score here on CMUEagles.com. Pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. It's 0-1 now. It's ball 1-1 now. I'll tell you one of the songs hopefully make play during the 5th inning. Play Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline or Billy Joel's Piano Man. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. And you know, Billy Joel sings that at the Mets game. The New York Mets game. Oh, yeah. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Little number, foul. Foul ball, folks. Two and two to count. High pop up. Let's see who's caught it. Oh, it's a base hit. A Dying Quail single. Kelly Gordon struck out but went to first when the catcher dropped the ball. Gorman, that home run was her first of the year, an RBI number 15. And a strike is called. 0-1 now. Madison Love on deck. There was 0-1 now. Low liner, foul, 0-2. Also, just to let you guys know, that hopefully we play the second game of the doubleheader tomorrow, because if it is, this will be the 1400 Central Methodist game. 1-2 now in my 28-year career. One and two to count. If not, it could be Wednesday. I think it'll be the first game of the doubleheader against Park. Lines at base hit! Stopping at second is Willis. That's the great thing about hitting, is you just stick the bat out and put it in play. Madison Love walked. She is still 12 for 24. That's a 500 average, ladies and gentlemen. 2 homers, 10 RBIs. If she can hit in the gas, especially between center and right, that could score Kelly Gordon. At a base hit! Bases full. The bases are now loaded full of Eagles. Or as Red Barbers used to say, ducks on the pond. The ducks are on the ponds. Would it be something? Her first career grand, she has a home run this season. With 12 RBI. Would it be saying home run number 2, your first career grand slam? And now a conference action on the hill. Madison White. First pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-1 now. Struck out her first time up. And on deck is Caitlin Kaiser. 0-1 now. Nice stop there. 1-1 now. If she can hit to the deepest part of the outfield, that could score Morgan Willis. 1-1 to count. Bases loaded. Ducks on the pond. Nobody out. Pots that up. And there's out number 1 there. And here's Caitlin Kaiser, who grounded out to short her first time up. And if she can hit in the gap, especially between left and center and right, that could clean the bases. That could clear the bases. First pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. Michaela Hargrove on deck. 0-1 now. Strike, 0-2 now. 0-2 to count. 0-2 pitch. Lines that one foul. 0-2. Hargrove's from Mustang, Oklahoma, and then another about 15 miles out. You go to Binger, home of Johnny Bench. 0-2. High fly ball. This could be trouble. It's dropped in. A run will score 1-0. Morgan Willis scores, and everybody moves a base. So 5 hits now for Central Methodist, and here's Michaela Hargrove. She flew out to center field her first time up. Let's see if we can add a crooked number on this scoreboard there. The Ducks are still Ducks on the pond. Still one out. First pitch. Fouls it off to the screen. Now, if Harry Carey had his net, he would have catched that thing. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss. Boy, she was going for the grand slam, but instead it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. So 2 outs now for Adelina Sewell. Daly Sewell. She singled her first time up. A base hit could bring you 2. You know, if everybody runs, if she can hit a double, she can make it 4-0. And it's ball 1 now. On deck is Jordan Jenkins. Boy, would it be something we get a crooked number here. 1-0 Central Methodist on a single by Caitlin Kaiser. 1-0. Lines that one foul. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Up high. 2-1 now. From Kearney, Missouri. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. Lines a shot. Base hit! 2-0 Central Methodist. Here comes another one. She scores! 3-0 Central Methodist! Holy cow! Gorman and Love makes it 3-0. And here's Caitlin Kaiser the third. Jordan Jenkins walked. 3-0 Central Methodist. Three nothing is our score. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. The 1-0. 0-1 pitch is a foul ball, and it's into the shrubs, and it's 0-2. At least I keep you entertained. 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Oh, nice play by the catcher. Well, I tell you what, she reminds me of Johnny Bench. I would tell you this. She reminds you of what Johnny Bench would have done for the Cincinnati Reds. 1-2. 2-2 the count. Because when Johnny Bench was playing, Johnny Bench is by far one of the greatest catchers in the history of Major League Baseball. He did everything he can. Throw runners out, runners out. Strike 3 called by Central Methodist. Gets 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors, and they leave 2. We head to the 4th. 3-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. here in the top of the fourth. First pitch. Lines it. That's a base hit. Clean single there. Second hit of the game for Benedictine. I think they have two. Well, welcome. Don't worry, I'll prove it to you. Lace and Ace struck out her first time up. You can prove it with a score. 3-0's our score. Heading toward the 4 o'clock hour. Boy, this game is moving along. Normally the second game was started at 3 o'clock. I think the second game started at 2:55. Popped it up. Oh, what a catch! How about that? I bet you that will be on This Week in Baseball with Mel Allen. Madison Zaccaro singled her. She drew a walk her first time. Boy, shades of Willie Mays making a catch in Game 1 of the 1954 World Series. Or Billy Martin catching a pop-up in Game 6 of the 52 World Series. Ground ball, 2nd for 1. The first double play! Holy cow! Oh, baby! How about that? I tell you, Mel Allen, I think he's smiling down from heaven. Wow. Runs 2 hits, and an error for Benedictine. Kalina Oots 0 for 2 on today. First pitch. Tries to run up and bunt just like the great Maury Wills used to do. When Maury Wills was with the Dodgers, he was the master of running the bases, mostly getting on with the bunt single. But when he was on first, he was a master of reading the pitcher and would take off for second. 1-1 to count. Quentin Norris in the catbird seat. Boy, it feels like you're at Dodger Stadium. A ground ball to the second baseman, throw the first, and there's out number 1. And Morgan Willis out there. She started the rally off with a single. 1 for 2. Started that third inning off with a single. Scored one of the run. Scored the first run of the second game. That was a bloop single. First pitch. Inside corner, 0-1 now. 3-0 is our score. Let's see if we can add some more. Remember that third inning, they start out with 3 straight hits. Low ground ball to the shortstop. Has it, throw the first. And there's out number 2. 2 quick outs now. For Kelly Gorman. 1 for 2 with a single. Scored the second run of the end. First pitch to her. High, 1-0 now. On deck is Madison Love. One 1-0 to count. Ball two now. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Strike. 2-1 now. Two one pitch. Fouls that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two to count. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off to the screen. Of course, had a great visit with her mom and dad as well. 2-2 now. 2's across the board. Heading toward the 4 o'clock hour. Bottom of the 4th. 2-2 pitch. Pokes that one foul. Still 2-2. Right now, they're scheduled to play Baker doubleheader tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Pregame show 12:45. Second game at 3. Of course, weather permitting. I think they're calling for some rain tonight. 2-2 pitch. 3-2, but I think the morning hours are okay, but until maybe, according to what Jacob Vanderpool said on Channel 8, I think it's late Sunday night. The heaviest one will probably be late Sunday night. But we'll check it on with Channel 8 with Jacob Vanderpool. I think he's the meteorologist for tonight or tomorrow morning with Alexis Clemens. Madison Love, 1 for 2, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk and scored the 3rd run there on the 2 RBI single by Daly Sewell. She is now 13 for 25 with a .520 batting average. 0 balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. The pitcher knocks it down. Having trouble. She can't get it. Everybody said, I think there'll be an error on the pitcher. Because she should have had that one. Madison White 0 for 2 on the day. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball 1-0 now. Two and 0 now. The old fake throw there. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0 Central Methodist. Let's see if we can add some more. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. 15-1, the best start in the 28 years. In the span of 28 years. And the highest ranking also in the span of 28 years. 2-2 now. 2-2 to count. Fouls that one off. Scoop. 2-2 now. Strike 3 call. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the 5th. 3-0 Central Methodist on CWEagles.com. Of course, this game also sponsored by Emmett's Kitchen and Tap there. I know a lot of the people down in that area, down there, are really enjoying it. And I tell you, they do a wonderful job there. I tell you, the people are great. And everything, and the way it looks right now, I may get to go over for a visit. Say hi to the folks at Emmett's Kitchen and Tap. As Abby Presco up there, she struck out her first time up there. Of course, after this, we'll talk it over with Pat Reardon about today's game, preview tomorrow's matchup with Baker. Madison White in control, in cruise control. Tries to run up and butt, and it's a strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. Ground ball to Madison White. Throws the first. In time. 1 out now. And here's Natalie Sheffield. She grounded out to the first baseman, Daly Sewell. And if you look to the 5th, you got Caitlin Kaiser, Michaela Harcrow, and Daly Sewell. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. Oh and 1 now. And on deck is Ivy Brewer. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Madison Love getting the sign from Kaylee Parker. Here's this. And a pitch is outside. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cox up pump complex. Shivering with his concrete foundations. 1-2 to count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2-2 now. 53 degrees here in Fayette. Time and temperature sponsored by the parking spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The parking spot at the Kansas City International Airport. 3-2 now. Now Madison Love, all she has to do is just talk to the softball, point to the catcher. Three and 2 to count. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. So 2 outs now. Abby Brewer grounded out to Madison Love, her first time up. And that's Kylie Hayes on deck. First pitch to her. Strike! 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. Low ground ball. The second baseman has to throw the first. Save! Bang, bang play. Infield hit. Third hit of the game for Benedictine. There's Kylie Hayes. She grounded out to Jordan Jenkins, who made a spectacular play like Brooks Robinson did in the 1970 World Series. First pitch. Lines a shot in the left field. Over the head of Kelly Gorman. Gorman flags it down. They're going to hold the runners. It's a double, so now second and third now. So 4 hits now for Benedictine. And here is Megan Mudhouse. 1 for 2 with a single. That's be 4. And now conference action there. And there you see the pitching coach, Jonathan Lynch, out there to get some instruction. And maybe going over the scouting report, how to pitch to Megan Mudhouse. And I tell you, like I said earlier, Jonathan Lynch's IQ, he has an IQ rating. His IQ reminds me of Ron Perinoski, who was the pitching coach of the Dodgers during the time when Tom Lasorda was the manager of the Dodgers. He said, that was his. Four hits now for Benedictine, 6 hits for Central Methodist. But Central Methodist leads it 3-0 here in the 5th. Central Methodist 15-1, 1-0 in the conference. Benedictine 10-5, 0-1 now. 2 outs now. Trying to keep it where it is. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. On deck is Molly Chevalier. One ball, no strike, the 1-0. Lines it. Gorman is there for the 3rd out. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the 5th. 3-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. Report. Caitlin Kaiser, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. First pitch. Lines that one, hit well to right field. The right fielder is there, makes the catch for out number 1. Michaela Hargrove 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch. Little ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over the first, and there's 2 quick outs. Both swinging on the first pitches. And here's Daly Sewell. 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 RBI. And I would say this, and I think, Rachel, if you're listening, I got her as one of my nominees for the hitter of the league for the conference. One and 0 to count. I can nominate. Well, I thought, well. One 0 pitch. High pop up. Second baseman, the center field goes for. Oh! She dropped it! Throw it over the second. She is saved! On a hustling down just like Jerry Grody did in the 1969 World Series. On a double that went in between Mark Belanger and Don Buford. I think that would be a base hit. Or no, I think that would be an error there on the second base. Second base should have had it. Here's Jenkins, 0 for 1. Strike, 0-1 now. So Sewell's at second. Let's see if they take advantage of the opportunity. Base hit! Here comes Sewell! She scores! 4-0 Central Methodist! A clean single there. That's a big one there. 4-0 now. Kalena Oots up there, 0 for 3 on the day. Boy, that's a big run there. That's an extra run to work with. First pitch. Tries the bunt and a foul. She's trying to do like what either Mari Wills or Lou Brock used to do. The 0-1 now. Little ground ball. Gets by there. Jenkins will stop at second, and it's first and second. Morgan Willis, 1 for 3 with a single. Boy, if she can hit in the gaps between maybe center and right, or left and center, I think that will score Kalena Oots. And a strike call. And, of course, if it's everybody running on 2 outs, a base hit could score Jordan Jenkins. The 0-1 now. 2-0 now. 0-1, it's 1-1 now. Really pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. And then 1-2 pitch. Base hit! Here comes Jenkins! Here's the throw! She scores! 5-0 Central Methodist! And they're doing it with 2 outs. That's Kelly Gorman up there. Boy, if she can hit a 3-run homer, this game could be over on the 8-run rule. Would that be sweet? Gorman 1 for 2 with a single. The first pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. Started out with 2 quick outs, and then Daly Sewell reached on an error and a single by Jenkins, single by Oots and Willis. High fly ball, center field, back! It's a gooder! 8-0! And that is the ball game, folks, on a 8-run rule. Central Methodist won it 8-0. 8-0. Central Methodist, the final line totals 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Benedictine, no runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors. Central Methodist, 16-1. Benedictine drops to 10-6 and 0-2. Central Methodist tomorrow, they will be taking on Baker. Pre-game show, 12:45, 1 o'clock start time. Of course, weather permitting. As well, you can follow the action on CMUEagles.com. And, of course, the Higher Mecca Conference website as well. In a few moments, we'll talk it over with Pat Reardon. This is Quentin Norris saying so long. That's 4,000.